Okay, it's horseradish making time. Let's blow our heads off with this one. Anyway, these are the horseradish. I got 3. I always think I get too much, and then I end up with horseradish that ends up in my fridge for a year, and it dies. But anyway, I buy 3 just in case one of them is not good inside. I'm gonna peel these. I'm gonna stick them in water, a big bowl full of water, and let them soak while I work on grinding them up and stuff like that. So, see you in a bit. Okay, just to show what I'm doing here, cutting up the peeled horseradish and putting in this bowl of cold water just to keep it fresh, I suppose, and not let it dry out. You don't want too big pieces for when you grind it, so you want to cut it up kind of small and put it right in the water. That's about it. Ooh. Okay, it's now time to make the horseradish. This is very much a winging it. You're kind of just, it's all to taste. I think the most important thing is not to let the fumes overtake you. I think the most important thing is to get it down to a very fine chopped up horseradish, and you end up using a lot more sugar than you probably would think you would use, and vinegar, and even some water. But it really is just to taste, because it really depends on the horseradish root. So here we have this bowl with the horseradish. I had cut it up and just let it sit in water so it wouldn't dry out while I was doing other things. We have apple cider vinegar. It has to be apple cider vinegar. You don't want to use other white vinegar or anything like that. I have some water in case I need to add some water to it. I have a bowl with a plate on top. So if it's very strong, if you take the top off and breathe it in, you'll be knocked out. So I get a bowl, and this is where we're gonna put the chopped up horseradish when it's ready to be put into there. And after you get it down to the right consistency, then you can add the sugar, and if it's too sweet, then add more vinegar, and you can play around with the balance. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just gonna scoop out some of these, and we use this blade in the Cuisinart. And as you can see, they're kind of small pieces, quartered up. Some of them are like this, but nothing really bigger than that. So we just throw it on in there. Some of the liquid is fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to do it all at once. It's kind of a big piece, but so put about that much in. Try that out. Put some vinegar. Honestly, I don't really remember how to start this off, but I figured this seems pretty good. And that's about it. And now I'm going to put the top on. And then we're going to start and see what happens. Make sure this is on so I don't blow it. Ooh. And it's splattering me. Ah. Ooh, why is it maybe do this because there's water. It's splashing at me. Okay, had a little problem. For some reason, the liquid is kind of coming out of this, so I'm just gonna get this started. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit more liquid to it. It's a little hard to show you what it looks like. Without really killing myself, but you can see how small it is. Looks like a very nice, fresh horseradish. Now, I'm serious about being careful on being careful with the fumes. It'd be nice to know. I'm gonna take a little bit of a whiff and see. Yeah, let's do this together. Just to see how strong this is. Ooh, it smells good. Okay. Ooh, it gets up in your nose. So I'm gonna add a little vinegar to it. Just to let it move around a little bit more. Let's see what happens here. Oops. Oh no, the blade came off. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to open it now. I'm gonna keep it like that. Okay. Okay. Whew. Oh my God, I just got fumed. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and take a peek. And it still needs some more chopping down, so I'm going to add a little bit more vinegar. Oh, the fumes, they get you. I don't know if you can see the tears yet. Okay. Now, I think I might actually add, let's just put this on. I gotta push it down on the sides. Be careful. I literally keep this lid pointing that way. It looks pretty good, but it definitely needs more liquid in there. This is where I can add some water. You want, it helps, it seems to help when there's liquid in there to get it to the right consistency. It's a lot of horseradish. So when you're grinding it up, when it's dry, when there's not a lot of liquid in there, it seems to not really get to where you want. I wish there was more specifics. I don't know what to add. I'm really just like, I don't know, maybe I'll add a little vinegar. Not that there's any right or wrong. Okay. So this looks really like the right, really, really tiny. So let's see if we can. Show you on the camera. I don't know if you can see, it's probably hard to tell, but very tiny. So I'm gonna pour this in the bowl. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, I'm gonna take the top off so you can see what it looks like in there. So it's very fine. I have not passed out. It's strong, I could feel it. And let's look in here. You can see, this one seems way stronger. Oh. Okay, so we've ground up all the horseradish. And now we have to add the sugar and the vinegar and balance it out to get it to be the exact way we want it. So, could always add more vinegar. So we have, just add in sugar. So just this kind of size scoop. Oh no. Wow. That. You gotta be careful. I should have a spotter here in case I lose out. So seriously, when you open the lid, like tilt it that way, away from you. Whew. All right, so we're just gonna kind of ease this like this. And then we're just gonna stir it around. Try to stay away from it. There's a lot of horseradish. Why did I do this? If I send this up through the mail, if this would be considered hazardous material. It's a lot of horseradish, so it's going to need a lot of sugar. When am I going to have to taste this? I'm going to add some vinegar in there. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to test it out and see what's going on in this big bowl here. I'm leaning away just in case. I guess I'm gonna have to try it. All right. Okay. I don't know what to do here. All right, so I'm just gonna scoot around a little bit. Very fine looking. Let's see. Oh man. That's a lot. Oh, my matza's really stale. It's really strong, but it needs a lot more sugar. Because you want to have a sweetness. Oh, crap. I'm really teary. Okay, I've been tasting it. It's good, but I think it needs more sugar. It's a lot in there. So it needs a lot of sugar. I think Abby's being fumigated. One way to keep the kids away from you. Just keep bowls of horseradish around you, and they won't bother you. So you really want you want a good amount of sugar in there, because that really balances out it. And it's not that it makes it sweet, it just kind of balances that choking horseradish with the good flavor. I think it's really good. It is very hard to blend something that you can't see and see if there's any difference with my stale matzah. I didn't want to break into the new box. All right. Let's see. Taught me really good. It's really not that hard to do. Definitely so much better than what you find in the store. Maybe a victim will try it. Let's see if we can get him to try some. So, Shandor, how are you doing today?
Doing great. I really wish there was something that I could clear my nasal passages out with.
I might just have something that will do the trick.
Really? What is that?
It's Pesach time, horseradish.
My goodness, how fortuitous.
What a surprise that I happen to have this in the house.
I'm amazed. I would not have guessed in a long amount of time that you would have this in the house.
All right. So, take what you want. There's a lot. I do this every year.
Are you covering your face with it? Are you shielding yourself?
I do. That's key, because otherwise you can be overwhelmed.
Does it say sugar in it yet?
It has been adjusted, so I'm trying it out to see. It tastes good. Just to see how the balance is. That's just the horseradish one. This is.
Oh. Why did you let me down?
No, does it taste? But how is the balance? How is it? Is it? I think it might need some more sugar in it.
It's good.
Well, there you have it. So that's pretty much the end of this story. Just keep adding sugar. You know, you don't want it to just blow off your head. You want to be able to have the nice balance of flavor. as I showed before, that's the consistency. You need lots of liquid in there. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us on Winging It with Debbie. Recipes without measurements. Episode 1, Pesach time.